Hello, all my beautiful souls, and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Libra for the month of June 2022. I hope all my Libra friends are doing well. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today. Dear Libra, in the past position, we have this incredible rare combination, Justice and the Devil, both major arcana cards. In the challenging position, we have the Empress, clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. In the present position, we have the Fool, clarified by the Chariot card. And in the future outcome position, we have the Seven of Cups, clarified by the Ten of Wands. Very interesting spread. Let's get right into it. In the past, you have Justice and the Devil, which is actually a good combination. It tells me that in the past, you made a choice regarding someone in your life, or regarding a situation in your life. You could have relocated, you could have changed jobs, changed careers, you could have gotten married or divorced, but there was a significant change in your life, especially when it concerns materialistic things, because the devil, he represents our us being chained to materialistic possessions, also us being chained to different ambitions that we have for ourselves. The devil is definitely very ego driven, and so in the past, when this decision was made, it was to create balance in your life, to bring fairness to your life, to kind of see clearly what you needed to change in your life. And of course, Justice is a card that sometimes appears when you have legal matters that you are involved in, and generally it's a positive omen for a good outcome if you were involved in a legal matter, dear Libra. But Justice also brings, clarity and truth regarding materialistic things in our life. The good thing is that this combination is in the past, so the decision and the consequences of that decision are in the past for you, although there may be some lingering effects, that you may be feeling throughout the month of June. Now, in the challenging position, we have another major arcana card, the Empress. And generally, the Empress is a really good card, but when she appears in the obstacle position, definitely it tells me that you may be worrying too much about home related things, because the Empress represents fertility and abundance, especially when it concerns your home. So there may be things that you're trying to change, revise, maybe you're trying to do some actual remodeling, but there is some things that kind of are worrying you when it comes to your family, when it comes to your home. There's something that you need to address, and when the Empress appears in the challenging position, it actually means you may be neglecting something that needs your attention. Like if you want to maintain the progress that you have been building, especially that momentum, you want to address things that make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, as soon as you address whatever needs to be addressed, you're able to bring back that balance and harmony into your life. But definitely with the Empress being in the challenging position, your energy is scattered. You may have different assumptions about different things, and some of them are not correct. So it does look like you need to communicate yourself clearly, like especially when there's someone in your life that you need to maybe establish a connection or improve a connection, maybe a relative, a family member, someone that is close to you. We do see the Nine of Pentacles in the challenging position, which tells me that someone around you may be spending a little bit of money kind of recklessly. It could also represent your energy as well, because remember, in tarot, energy is interchangeable. But yeah, the Nine of Pentacles, when it appears in the challenging position, tells me that the success you have been waiting for is going to be delayed a little bit. But most importantly, you do want to double check your investments. You want to make sure that you're not spending more than receiving. And so make sure that you're following the budget you have set for yourself. The Pentacles very much relate to your finances. And when they appear in the obstacle position, you definitely want to check that to just be, safe going forward. Now, in the present position, we do have the Fool, which is really wonderful because you also have the Chariot. Both of these are major arcana cards, strong cards, very powerful cards. You are starting a new cycle. You're starting a new journey. You may not feel like you are starting, but it is definitely about to happen for you. The first kind of inklings of a new journey is already, well under construction in your life. They're well underway. So there's going to be a new path that you're going to be going down. There's going to be a new direction that you will be choosing. There will be a new life almost that you will be building for yourself, The Fool is a really wonderful card to have because he's so optimistic. He's looking forward to the unknown. He is a risk taker. He knows he has friends because we do see this dog right beside him, kind of supporting him on his journey, but also warning him about upcoming situations, if you will. The Fool is all about following your intuition because Libra, you have this, you already know what you're going to do deep down in your subconscious. You have all the answers. You have enough experience. You have enough skills in order to complete a successful journey with the beginning here in the month of June. Now, you are in good self-control mode because the Chariot is all about, controlling emotions, controlling feelings, being balanced, being really put together. The Chariot is a card that is kind of represents, Julius Caesar returning home from battle, in a successful, after a successful battle, if you will. And so it definitely tells me that you have the will and the determination and the ability, based on everything that you've already been through, to succeed, to propel yourself forward, to elevate, and to move on to the next level. And so that is definitely very exciting. In the future outcome position, because of you starting on a new path, you have some choices to make. You have a Seven of Cups. The Divine here is kind of giving you the choices, and there is some responsibility because we have the Ten of Wands here that is associated with the choices that you have. So one thing that I have learned with age and with experience is there may be a lot of opportunities out there. There are a lot of people offering you all kinds of things, and none of those things are for you because you can waste your time pursuing the opportunities that are offered just to find yourself back where you started. It is important to remember that the right opportunity that is meant for you will find you. Sometimes it takes a little time for the right opportunity to come about. But just because you have offers, it is important to remember to be very responsible when choosing something that is being offered to you, because you may be going down the wrong path where you're going to waste time. So the Divine here is saying you will have different choices presented to you. Make sure that you choose carefully carefully, because you will have some responsibility. You will feel quite a lot of a weight on your shoulders, if you will, once you do make the choice. But let's see what we can clarify with Shaman Dream Oracle card that I pulled. And we have Joyful Muse, Inspiration. The divine here is saying that you need to be more playful. Blow a morning kiss to yourself when you wake up in the morning. Smile to a stranger when you're walking down the street. Wink to a child that run past you. Be mildly but elegantly inappropriate. The Joyful Muse is a source of inspiration, a wild and disruptive feminine force that compels you to invite more pleasure and delight into your life. Give yourself permission to be mischievous and find the humor in the tragedy, while careful not to become frivolous. The power of this muse will shake up everyone around you and invite you to create beauty and grace out of the pain and tragedy you perceive in areas of your life. The Joyful Muse often comes at a time when darkness prevails and the future seems dour. Embrace her gifts, being playful without being silly. Invite the child inside you to come out for a play date, and he or she will help you to return to your innate innocence. The place of never been there, never done that, even if it is the same routine you wake up to every morning. Now, the next card that I pulled is actually from the Moon Oracle deck, and this is all about acceptance. Acceptance of the current situation is the first step to change. The past does not exist. The future hasn't happened. There's only right now. When we examine our lives and engage in some truth-telling, we're often confronted with what really is. The realization is powerful, but often we reject this truth if it is too hard to bear, or we are afraid of accepting something so difficult. Each of us at some time has dodged our blind spots and then had the illumination of what actually is eventually confront us. What we do next is crucial. Do we accept exactly where we are, no matter how painful or confronting, or do we retreat back into our illusions and remain stuck or unchanging? So definitely accepting is one of the first steps in order to move forward and progress. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Libra. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.